Hey, how's it going? I just want to share my portfolio with you guys. I currently have 92,000 invested into the market. I did start with 100,000, but right as I invested, tech sold off, and I'm at 92. So overall, if you look at it from, let's just put a year, I'm down 7.6%. So that's translate to about 7,500, almost 7,600. But it looks like tech's starting to rebound. Let's see, for this week, I'm up 3.34%, so not bad. Yeah, for the day, it was 2.75, so I'm up 2,400 from yesterday, which is decent. So it's looking like it's going to rebound a little bit, but you can look at how it performed since I bought. I started with 100, it went to 101, and then tech sold off, and that dropped to 89,000, and been fluctuating between 90, 91, 89, 92. So I feel long term, this is going to be a pretty good portfolio to have. I just think it's important not to sell just as things are starting to have a slight downturn. So I'm just gonna hold the line and make sure I don't sell at a loss. So I'm invested into this growth portfolio. It has 27 holdings in it, so decent diversification. Based off my cost basis, the biggest holding is AMD with 20%, about 20% of my portfolio, which is high. And the next one's Nvidia. So I'm pretty focused in the whole microchip industry, but it is momentum based. So I do have a dividend yield of 0.09%. So obviously this is not a dividend portfolio. This is a growth and momentum portfolio. And I'll show you the growth that it had over the last 5 years. If I would have held it for the last 5 years, it's showing a 56% growth, which is pretty incredible because AMD had so much growth. Over 3 years, 264%. Over 1 year, almost 100%. And you can see the little downturn from the coronavirus. I pretty much bought right here, and then it went down. But overall, it's a pretty good holdings. I just bought at a pretty high price, so it's not the portfolio that's at fault. Just the timing could have been better. Let's see, over a quarter, you're looking at 17%, and then a month, yeah, that's pretty much where I bought, which is not ideal, but it's all right. If you're a long-term investor, as long as you don't sell at a loss, you should be all right. But let's see, I can show my holdings. Let's see. So as you can see, AMD is the biggest. Let's base it off of realized gains here. So Exact Science just went up like 20% all of a sudden. It was down for a good little while, and then it apparently it had some good news come up, but that's brand new. Seattle Genetics up 19%. Align Technology up 5%. Domino's 2%. And then the majority are down. That's my portfolio is hit about 7% down. So, but I don't expect that to be permanent. I think it's gonna rebound because these are pretty high performing stocks overall. The biggest downturn is 18% in Lulu. But the one that's hurting me the most is AMD. But I want to keep that as it's a pretty high performance. So that's the stock that I have 20% in. But yeah, I have the option to be able to borrow. I think right now, since my portfolio is down, it's now like 31,000 that I can borrow. But I do not intend to do that, because if you do have a downturn, they'll automatically sell your stuff. If it reaches a certain point, your stuff gets sold, which is not ideal. So the one thing I don't want to happen is my positions to be sold at the worst possible time when it's down. If anything, I want it to be sold at a high point. So I definitely don't want to borrow. But that's my portfolio. Just wanted to share that. I got a small portfolio that's I based off long term. Nvidia went up a good bit, but for all my positions, they're all based off of how much growth it had over the last 5 years. So you can tell Nvidia had the most growth, so it was set to 32%. But because it went up so much, it's 37% of this portfolio, because it went up 34% since I bought. But overall, I'm up about $32. Put 200 in, and it's up 16%. But this the growth portfolio is the one I'm most confident in, even though it's down. It's just I bought at a pretty high price, and then the market did a pullback because it ran up so fast, so quick, in such a short amount of time is what I mean. But yeah, just want to share that. But I think long term it's gonna do well. So, all right, thanks.